It started like any other night on Instagram. Fans were casually scrolling, catching up on stories, when suddenly, without warning, Remy Ma hit the live button. At first, it seemed like one of those regular check-ins she occasionally did with her followers. But the look on her face was anything but casual. Within seconds, it was clear something was seriously wrong. Her eyes were sharp, her voice tense, and the words that poured out of her mouth left everyone watching completely stunned. In a voice filled with a mix of anger and heartbreak, Remy dropped a bombshell that would shake the hip-hop world to its core. She accused her husband, Papoose, the same man known for his unwavering loyalty, of secretly sleeping with a male rapper friend. The live blew up in real time. Thousands joined within minutes, comments flooding in as fans tried to make sense of what they were hearing. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't a joke. Remy Ma, the ride-or-die wife, the queen who stood by Papoose through everything, was now accusing him of the ultimate betrayal, and in front of the whole world. She didn't hold back. Her words were raw, unfiltered, cutting straight to the heart of a relationship that many believed was unbreakable. For years, Papoose and Remy had been held up as the blueprint of a power couple. Their love story was one fans adored. Papoose had famously waited for Remy while she served her prison sentence, standing by her side, never giving in to the temptations that fame and the industry often brought. They were supposed to be different. They had built a legacy on loyalty, respect, and real love, which is why this accusation hit harder than anyone could have imagined. Remy spoke of late-night phone calls she stumbled upon, secret meetups she started piecing together, and behavior that never quite added up until now. The way she told it, this wasn't a one-time mistake. According to her, this had been going on for a while, hidden in plain sight. The male rapper, who she didn't name directly, was someone within their circle, someone they both knew, someone who had been around them, smiling in their faces. The betrayal wasn't just about infidelity. It was about deceit, humiliation, and the gut-wrenching realization that maybe she never really knew the man she married. As the live continued, Remy's emotions swung between rage and heartbreak. There were moments where her voice cracked, where the pain of what she was revealing seemed to hit her all over again. And in those moments, the viewers saw not just a woman scorned, but a woman devastated by the collapse of everything she thought was real. She spoke of the years she invested, the loyalty she gave, the image they built together, and how it all felt like a lie now. The internet didn't waste a second. Clips from the live were reposted within minutes, going viral on every platform imaginable. Twitter exploded. Instagram was flooded with reactions. YouTube channels went live dissecting every word Remy said. Fans were split, some shocked, some in disbelief, others refusing to believe it was true. How could Papoose, of all people, be caught up in a scandal like this? And then came the speculation, the question on everyone's lips. Who was the male rapper Remy was talking about? Names started flying around immediately. Every male rapper known to be close with Papoose was suddenly under a spotlight. The internet did what it does best, digging up old photos, videos, interviews, any interaction that might hint at something more. Theories piled up. Some seemed ridiculous, others disturbingly plausible. It became a frenzy, a guessing game that only fueled the chaos. Through all this, Papoose stayed silent. No posts. No statements. Nothing. His usual social media activity stopped cold. And that silence spoke louder than words. Fans and followers watched closely, waiting for a denial, an explanation, anything. But none came. And the longer he stayed quiet, the worse it looked. People began wondering if the silence was guilt, shock, or maybe a calculated move to avoid making things worse. Remy's live wasn't just a personal outburst, it sparked a public reckoning. People began questioning everything they thought they knew about Papoose. They went back to past interviews, lyrics, even the way he carried himself at events. Every gesture, every comment was suddenly re-examined under a microscope. Did we all miss the signs? Were there hints all along that no one paid attention to? The questions piled up, and answers felt further away than ever. The male rapper at the center of the storm didn't speak up either. At least not publicly. But behind the scenes, whispers started. Some claimed he was panicking, trying to do damage control before his name got officially dropped. Others said he was preparing his own statement. But no one knew for sure. The uncertainty only made the scandal grow. And in the court of public opinion, silence often equals guilt. As for Remy, after the live ended, she disappeared from social media. No follow-up, no clarifications. It was as if she had dropped a grenade and walked away, leaving the world to deal with the fallout. And maybe that was her plan. Or maybe she just couldn't face the storm that was now raging because of her truth. In the days that followed, the internet didn't calm down. If anything, it got worse. People started taking sides. Some blamed Remy, accusing her of making a private issue public, of trying to humiliate Papoose for reasons they could only speculate about. Others stood firmly with her, praising her courage for speaking out, for refusing to be made a fool of. The debates were fierce, the opinions strong, and the divide deep. Meanwhile, rumors about Papoose's reactions started leaking. Some sources claimed he was furious, not just about being exposed, but about the way it was done. Others said he was devastated, blindsided by how quickly everything spiraled out of control. There were whispers of heated phone calls, confrontations behind the scenes, and even talk of legal action. But as with everything else in this story, nothing was confirmed. The hip-hop community watched in stunned silence. This wasn't just gossip. This was a public implosion of one of the culture's most respected couples. And it forced everyone to reflect on the image they had bought into, the fairy tale of loyalty and love that now seemed like a carefully crafted illusion. Some artists publicly sent messages of support to Remy, others reached out to Papoose privately. But no one wanted to be caught in the middle of a scandal this explosive. And then, when it seemed like the dust might finally start to settle, a new twist hit. A close friend of Remy allegedly confirmed some of the claims in a leaked conversation. The friend spoke about things Remy had confided in her, details that lined up with what was said on the live. The revelation reignited the fire. It wasn't just Remy talking anymore. Now there were supposed witnesses, people who claimed to know the inside story. The male rapper's name started to circulate more openly in whispers and private messages. Screenshots of alleged DMs and text messages popped up, though their authenticity remained questionable. Some insiders denied everything, calling it fake news designed to stir up drama. Others hinted that there was more truth to it than anyone wanted to admit. The lines between fact and rumor blurred even more. With each passing day, the narrative twisted. Some claimed this was a desperate attempt by Remy to control a narrative before someone else exposed it first. Others believed she was lashing out from a place of deep betrayal, unable to hold in the pain anymore. Whatever the truth was, the damage had been done. The image of Remy and Papoose as hip-hop's strongest couple was shattered. Amid the chaos, fans couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. Shock, disappointment, confusion. For years, they had believed in this love story. They had held it up as proof that loyalty and real love still existed in the entertainment world. And now, watching it all crumble felt personal, like losing faith in something pure. Even as time passed, the questions refused to fade. Would Papoose ever speak his side? Would Remy address it again? Was the male rapper going to break his silence? The uncertainty hung in the air, heavy and unsettling. Some wondered if this scandal would end careers. Would Papoose's reputation survive this hit? Would Remy's bold move strengthen her image as a fearless woman, or damage her credibility? And what about the male rapper? If his name ever officially surfaced, could he recover from the fallout? Behind all the chaos and headlines, one thing became painfully, undeniably clear. This wasn't just about cheating. This was a full-blown betrayal that cracked the very foundation of their lives. It was about broken trust, shattered identity, and a carefully curated public image falling apart in real time. When private lies become public scandals, it's not just the relationship that dies, it's the illusion of who they were. People saw the cute photos, the matching outfits, the picture-perfect love. But behind the filters were fights, secrets, tears cried in silence, and smiles that barely held it all together. Every laugh masked resentment. Every post hid a lie. This wasn't just a breakup. It was a war between their real selves and the image they sold to the world. And when the truth finally erupted, it burned everything down. The story became a harsh reminder that even the most admired couples have cracks beneath the surface. That love, no matter how strong it looks from the outside, is fragile. And when trust is broken, even the strongest bonds can crumble in an instant. As the world watched and waited, hoping for answers that might never come, one truth stood out above the rest. In the world of fame, loyalty is often just another part of the show. And when the curtain falls, the reality behind the scenes is rarely as perfect as it seemed. For Remy, Papoose, and the unnamed male rapper, this was more than just a scandal. It was a life-altering moment, a brutal exposure of personal truths that would change them forever. And for the rest of us watching, it was a front-row seat to the painful, messy reality of love, betrayal, and the unforgiving glare of the public eye.